So I figured a lot of stuff's happened since, of course, the last stream, which unfortunately you can no longer view. Now, I did talk to Bowblax. Not talk, I texted him a little bit because I caught him saying some lies about me that I wanted to correct. I don't know if he's corrected them. He should have. But I saw this interesting comment that triggered my curiosity. This wasn't on Bowblax's return stream. This is actually on like a commentary AIDS compilation video. And so Bowblax says in the comments, he's like, Augie pitched the stream, the after hours stream that we did, as a potential redemption arc for me, and then after the stream I saw the docket was called Total Bowblax Destruction. I'm willing to patch things up with Augie, but his deception really bothered me. Now it is true. Okay, here's the thing. I told Bowblax, I was like, I think if you do this stream, if you agree to the stream, face Nick, have the 3 goats, you know, the 3 OGs show up for one final stream where it's all 3 of us together, and then also answer for your shit or whatever. I thought that would open up a lot of goodwill for Bowblax potentially, depending on how he answers on the fucking stream, right? So that first part's true. The second part, though, that the docket was titled Total Bowblax Destruction, that was not my docket. That was literally not my docket. That was Nick's docket. Nick was the one screen sharing, and you could clearly see the docket was full of Nick's DMs with Bowblax when Bowblax was having his fake BPD meltdown or whatever, right? So I was like, hey, bro, what the fuck is this? Like, that's not true. And he was like, oh, shit, my bad or whatever. I mean, he said sorry or whatever. I don't know if he's cleared the air or whatever. I mean, it's just one random comment in commentary aids, so I don't know how much it matters too much. But I saw this shit, I was just like, bro, what the fuck is this? Why are we just fucking assuming I was the one with the screen share? Like, you could clearly you were in the call. Obviously, you could see Nick was the one screen sharing. I don't know how you could think, oh, that was Augie's document. Like, I showed him my document. I was like, this was what my docket was. It was basically just a timeline. My docket was basically just like a timeline reference, so I knew when things happened on which specific dates or whatever, right? So, yeah, I don't know what that was all about. It was kind of weird. I don't know if this was one of Bowblax's malicious lies or if this was like an innocent mistake. I don't fucking know, man. Everyone's like on total kill Bowblax, total Bowblax death mode. You know, I mean, he deserves it. I'm not gonna say he doesn't fucking deserve it. He obviously does, but it's like, bro, this is my fucking friend for like fucking 7 years, bro. What the fuck? Like, I am totally, I feel like you know, do I succumb to the manipulation? Is he just some poor autistic animal? Should I, you know, let him back in the house? Should I give him, you know what I mean? It's like a lot to think about. It's a lot of things to think about. And also, I don't even care that much deeply about like the whole community shit too. But I figured we're gonna watch the stream publicly. We're gonna watch the stream online on the fucking stream. We're gonna see his response. You know, everybody is owed a response, right? So we're gonna hear his response. And I assume we're gonna just, I mean, we're probably gonna shit all over it. Let's just be real here. Some poor autistic animal's crazy. I don't know, man. It's like, bro, how much like... See, this is the fucking problem, okay? This is the dynamic, man. I am not the guy who closes doors with people, you know? I'm not the guy that likes shutting people out. Now, I have shut people out before, right? I have fucking burned bridges with people. I've cut them off. I've cut plenty of people off. All of my fucking friends that I've ever made on YouTube practically have turned out to be complete monsters or complete idiots. And it always just leaves me feeling like kind of weird about it, you know? I'm just like, ugh. You should not make friends on YouTube. You know, Medicare always used to say on stream, like, no internet friends, right? And I always thought that was kind of like a little bit dramatic, or, you know, maybe that's, it's like you can have friends on the internet, you know, it's not that bad. It is that bad. You know, Medicare was right. Honestly, if I were to redo my YouTube fucking career journey, whatever the fuck you want to call it or whatever, yeah, I wouldn't make friends with anybody, including Nick and Tom, just for my own safety. If I had the knowledge pre-installed into me that I have now when I first started 7 years ago, I'd just be like, you know what? They're probably good people. I just can't risk it, you know? Who fucking knows? Who fucking knows what's gonna happen in the future? You know, who's gonna be the next guy to crash out? You know what I mean? Who's gonna be the next guy to flip out? I feel like we're done with that shit. You know, I feel like the people that are left, the soldiers that are still standing, who is it? Like, I see Willie Mack is in the chat. I see, you know, Nick DeOrio's in the chat, Turkey Tom, me or whatever. Who will be the next? You know, in my head, these are all very stably minded, well-adjusted, good, decent, moral members of society. So in my head, really, this is it. Like, this is the last, you know, epic commentary fallout. But who the fuck knows? You know what I mean? Like, who honestly knows? Like, people are saying, like, oh, Chad Logic, oh, Turkey Tom, oh, this guy. It's like, I could never imagine in my mind any of the people. Xylee. Okay, I just saw a name in the chat that I do see crashing out. Never mind.
Should I tweet it out?
Why would you tweet out your
Should I tweet it out?
I do got 1 like.
I
but that
got
doesn't
1
mean
like.
They have to be paid to get in. How many views is this stream gonna get? Like fucking 2, 1?
A lot.
It's actually gonna get a
on your
lot
channel.
out
Yo,
after.
Like a lot.
It's actually gonna get a lot after the stream is done and leaked.
Wait,
up?
wait,
Hello.
go back 1 second. Go to his homepage. He's not watching any of the coverage of him.
Oh, but the most recent videos is a commentary aids or whatever.
Yeah,
It's like, okay.
very interesting. Very interesting.
Why we kicked
You
Bowblax?
know, ideally,
This is like his like nightmare scenario. It's like
Brad
There
takes in music,
are,
but instead of listening to music, he just cries the entire stream.
Yeah.
So it's exactly like Brad.
How's Connor doing?
what's up with Connor?
I want Connor to do well because
He only
you
leaked
don't.
half of my DMs.
Why would you
He
want him
literally-
to do well?
Connor went to work for him, stole his whole show, created a channel that rivaled him, and took all of his money in the month of August or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's
I
like,
don't know
dude, this
if
is
all
great.
of
Now
it-
I've passed the torch.
Connor's the next one out.
That Connor's the next one to like spur the fuck out.
Yeah, yeah.
Connor took no. Fusi's back. He's regained his curse. He's like manic again on stream, so we're actually okay.
Dude, out of all the implosions that could happen, if Connor was imploded and went full locale, that would actually, I would just fucking, I would just permaquit, actually. I would just be like, fuck this shit. Fuck
Dude, if
this
Connor
shit.
broke and you had to watch it happen in real life, I think that would
I
change
would
it, man.
genuinely fucking kill myself. I'd just be like, fuck this shit. I'm not gonna be involved in this.
I love elaborating and going in depth, and like that's just like what I want to do. Even if like I just like explaining, right?
I just want to do it, guys. I just want to give excuses. I have no self-control. I have no self-discipline. I just do what I want and what I feel like doing. I just feel like I like giving excuses because it makes me feel good. Fuck off, dude. Just fuck right off. Like, that's not, just be a fucking man. Take responsibility for your shit. Like, I feel like I want to give an excuse. Do you hear yourself speaking right now? And also, yeah, he's like, I love explaining shit. It's like, you're not explaining anything. You're just saying bullshit. It's not like he's giving us some crucial piece of context that like adjusts the story or like gives him like some sort of like, you know, side to the situation that actually affects like our ability to make a judgment on the overall narrative of what's going on here. It's like he's not explaining anything that's relevant. He's not explaining anything that actually affects the conversation. He's just saying bullshit. He's got to explain everything, and then if people aren't on his side of things, if they don't see his side of things, right, that drives him fucking crazy. He loses his mind over that. He's like, oh, what the fuck? It's like the thing with the lyric skull, right?
It's true.
Oh. Thanks, Bowblax, for agreeing on that.
I get upset when people don't understand it. I don't need people to agree with it, but understanding my point is very important. And I feel like that would be important for anyone.
Yeah, this is it.
If you're trying to speak. and
This
you
is
don't
my point. Whether you catch me in a lie or not, I'm going to maintain that it's my point. And if you do not agree with my point, I will scream and I will cry.
He just requires that. He thinks he's owed that. It's like a sense of entitlement that he has. He feels like he's entitled to things that you're just not entitled to.
understand, and people don't understand exactly what you mean. Yeah, it's going to be frustrating for any person, right?
He speaks like he's like an 8-year-old child, like his logic,
Well, that's
his
correct.
worldview. It's
And then
frustrating.
Another part is
You
like,
think I'm manipulative? That's
People don't-
misinformation because I disagree.
And then listen to his words. He's like, oh, it's so frustrating when people don't agree with me. When what you mean is a convoluted mess, it's no surprise people don't understand. Yeah, exactly. And then he fucking spurts
Or
out at
he's
you.
just lying and he's manipulative and he's
Yeah.
trying to pander to whoever he can get left, which is what I personally think.
people thought I was manipulating. I think particularly when I was kind of like having trouble remembering what Lorek said, but that's because there's just so much going through my head. Like I legitimately just needed it repeated the exact same thing because I had the answer in my head. I just needed the repeat, right?
What I was doing is, at the time, I'm not saying this to morally flag, but I was trying to tell you behind the scenes, like, hey man, I understand that you want to come across this way and you want to over-explain all of your actions because you want to make people know that you're not actually coming to situations with malice. So I understood that and I tried to explain that to you. But then I went on to say, even though I know you're coming from it from that perspective, the way it comes across to other people is that it looks like just straight.
Okay, here's what the thing is. He said, I know you're trying to explain, but what it comes across to other people is that you're making excuses.
It took him that long to recognize Lyris's point. That's how
Stop
long it
functioning.
took him. Dude.
Yeah, you should literally stop functioning at like.
Sorry,
you should just do something
that
else.
was like so difficult for me to watch. I had to spend like 2 minutes of Bowblax rewatching the stream of him originally not understanding lyrics in the moment, okay? It took him like 2 days and like 3 watchbacks for him to finally understand the most basic fucking point of all time, which is that
he had that timestamp completely memorized.
yeah, he
That
did.
was like an instant
He did.
click. Did you notice that? I haven't been watching any of this stuff. Boom, timestamp, immediate.
Dude, it took him so long to figure out that that all Lyric said was like, when you make a bunch of excuses, people think you're full of shit. That's basically what the fucking point is. That's fucking it. So let's hear him talk about what he's gonna say. Yeah, and he's gonna instantly make an excuse when you hit play. Yeah, that's fucking true. I don't know. Lyrics, I understand your point, but I disagree. Bowblax leaks the call instantly. Like, what in the fuck?
Explain, but what it comes across to other people is that you're making excuses.
Again, so that's Lyrics' point. Here's Bowblax's response.
But then he said he thinks I'm making excuses, so he is saying other people, but he really means his own opinion as well.
Yes, Bowblax, because he agrees with what other people think about you, which is the obvious. Lyrics is saying that other people are saying this, right? But really, that's what your opinion is or whatever. It's just like, he doesn't understand. It's like, yeah, Lyrics agrees with those people, and he's explaining to you what the situation is, why people think a certain way. This is like baby shit, bro.
Well, if you know the explanation, you can not like agree with it, and I'm fine with that. But to say that like, you think I shouldn't be making an explanation when you yourself initially didn't understand, it's like, then the explanation is needed. You just don't like it, but it is needed if you're
Dude,
gonna have
that's that Twitter thread again. This
Yeah.
is just him retreading the Twitter thread from the
Again,
beginning
that's
of the
his
stream.
philosophy. That is his genuine philosophy on life or whatever, right? It's like, shut up and listen, you know? Shut up and...
When I
Hey,
lost the argument,
Hey.
that just means that the person I'm talking to is malicious.
hey, chat, shut up. A black woman is speaking. Except that's Bowblax. That's his philosophy.
Shut up, a black woman is speaking.
Yeah. That's his philosophy. It's just shut up and listen.
That's what I was trying to say. That's what I wanted to say.
Dude, why
Tried to
doesn't he
like bring
understand?
up like.
I was trying to say this and I didn't say it, so why didn't he just assume what I was saying, dude? What the fuck
Dude.
is wrong with
I low key though, I kind of wish that I thought like this. I kind of wish that I was just this delusional. Do you know how much easier my life would be if I just was in my own little bubble like this? I had this much delusional thinking where I was so
your fault,
disconnected
though.
to the outside
He
world.
never would have survived unless we helped him.
Core thing of this, right? And I might need to see like more footage and more points of view, and maybe I'll come to a different conclusion. But
You can be convinced
when I
that he's
told
malicious
Nick
if he
in
saw
call
more
that
clips.
it might not be PPD. After I previously told him it was 99%, implying that there was a chance that
You
it
told
could
me
not
you were
be
diagnosed. I
PPD,
showed the
right?
DMs.
And I wasn't 100% sure. 'cause
You
I
told
said
me you were
99.
100% diagnosed, not just sure,
Maybe it's
diagnosed.
90.
I don't know.
But when I told him in call, he had no reaction. He's like, oh, okay, well. And then we moved on, and he's like, well, hope to talk to you again soon.
Oh my god, dude. This reminds me. So the other day when I was talking to Bowblax and he said, like, when I asked him, like, why did you tell Nick 99%, but you didn't tell me you were diagnosed? He was sitting there saying, he was like, well, it was in call, whatever, right? So I could elaborate more, which we just found out was a lie. But he also said, Nick has no reason to be mad at me for saying that because one, I told him 99%, and two, he didn't react immediately negatively when I told him in the follow-up call that I actually didn't have BPD. So because you didn't freak out at him in the moment, in Bowblax's mind, you're now never allowed to take issue with that ever again because you didn't freak out immediately. If you don't freak out immediately,
You have to realize that the context of the situation is super fucking like, I'm thinking of a million different things. This is taking place after the Chud call where Queeman is grilling him on his child abuse. That's the context where we're at here. And I'm apologizing saying why are we in this call? Why did hey, I didn't mean to like jump you or anything like that, because he would go on to like imply that it was my fault or whatever when I obviously warned him correctly every single piece of that or whatever. I'm thinking of that right now and I'm just like, hey, you should do content.
did
And he just
Queeman
mentions
really,
that to me.
okay, did Queeman really grill Bowblax on his child abuse? I watched,
Yeah.
he did, because I watched the Chud Logic stream and Queeman asked Bowblax and Bowblax was the one to bring it up first.
Yeah, but he held him on it, so he grilled him on it. But
Is-
like, I don't think Queeman would disagree with that.
Is he really... Oh, okay, maybe we're talking about a
Queeman's
stream...
in chat. Would you
Hold
disagree
on.
that you grilled him on his
Maybe we're
child
talking about a stream that I never watched, but that didn't make any sense to me, right? Because I watched the first Chud Logic video, and Queeman's like, what was going on, buddy? And Bowblax's like, I was being abused, or I have sexual abuse.
Queeman says he didn't really grill him.
Okay.
He tried to.
Yeah. I don't think everyone acted like Queeman was like super in the wrong for that. I watched the Charles
I don't
video.
think he was in the wrong for it. I just felt bad because like
Okay.
he shouldn't have been there.
I don't
He's not
think
Queeman, but
he
Bowblax
did.
should not have been in the call. At that
Well,
point.
people were acting like he was crazy for saying that or whatever, right? And I just didn't see that in the call.
No, so what do you want to know about specifically?
What was it
What
about?
caused it? It's about childhood trauma and abuse.
Oh, bro, can we not? Queeman, please.
Okay, everybody in the call, but everybody in the call acts like, Queeman, you're so out of line. Why are you bringing this up? Bowblax was the one that brought that up, okay? It wasn't Queeman, like, I don't understand how this was like a super big fucking situation. Like, Bowblax was the one that randomly fucking...
I didn't realize how hard he does this. He does this every single time. Wait, play it a little more. Play it a little more.
Oh, play a little more?
I went
I
crazy
don't want to see you in a dress,
because,
Bowblax. I don't want to see you in a
Okay.
dress, okay, Bowblax?
Yeah, that's what you're getting at. You're getting at that I had a mental breakdown because I tweet out non-binary is valid and people went against it, and you think that caused my mental breakdown? No, it was before that. I wish you would just be like straight up. I wish you would just be straight up instead of asking all these like kind of leading questions.
I told you he was
Are
Jewish. I told you he was Jewish. It's what he does.
Holy shit.
You're not doing too bad. I kind of got what you were getting at. It's just that the vaguity and ambiguity. It's like, bro, just say, "Are you trans?" Just ask me if I'm trans. Like,
Well, Queeman is doing
what
it.
is
I see where he's coming from. He's trying to, bring a level of comedic intent to the question, right? That's the point, right?
Oh yeah, I
Might
mean
be
content.
missed.
Yeah,
Might be
yeah.
missed.
Sorry, I'm the one being focused. I'm like, just get to the point. But I realize it's content. You gotta elongate it.
You know
my
why?
bad.
It's because he ulted. That's why people think this. He's ulting right now.
What does that mean? He's ulting.
He sounds like
What the fuck does that
he's
mean?
about to start crying. He's about to start crying. You can hear it in his voice. At any moment, he's going to start crying hysterically. He's ulting in the call. That's why people felt bad.
Ulting? I thought ulting was like your special ability or something.
Yeah, it's crying woman on stream.
Oh, that's his that's his final smash is crying.
Yeah, like,
Superpower, dude.
when a woman cries on stream, it's called ulting.
Wow. So when he
He's about
does,
to ult.
what is that, like a defensive measure? Sounds like a pretty shitty ability to me. If you start crying on stream, you're
Pop the
fucked.
super. No, because when women do it, it's like they're popping a super. Then all the viewers are like, "You made her cry."
It works. What do you mean? It only worked one time. It worked when the commentary community was like soy as
In
fuck.
2020, when he fucking did that to me.
It worked when the commentary community was all soy as fuck. If Bowblax, if the Boobah stream was redone in
Oh, there goes
2024,
Augie on his late night lying spree.
dude, the commentary community was the soyest fucking community on earth. Okay, when Bowblax cried in 2020, everyone was like, "Oh my god, Josh, are you okay?" If you did that today, everyone would call him a fucking fat. Everybody would be like, "Fuck you."
God.
Like, am I wrong?
But, I mean, you're not wrong, but also you would still probably like take the stream down.
I don't think I would
You
have.
were like Bowblax's condom, dude. You were his protection for years.
Look,
You
back then I would have. Nowadays, like, you guys hear me. I don't give a fuck about leaking shit. I don't
you
give
were
a fuck.
a fucking Trojan
Dude,
Fagnum condom.
I don't give a.
dude.
I don't give a fuck about anything anymore. Fuck all that shit. Oh, you're leaking. Oh, you're leaking shit, Augie. Who cares? Who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares? People take this shit so seriously. It's like, bro, just say your fucking. Speak your fucking mind. Speak your fucking mind and be honest about this shit. I do think that if the Bowblax like let me speak moment happened in 2024. Everybody would have called Bowblax a fucking bitch. They would have absolutely not accepted that at all. He would have gotten shat on by everybody. Because the thing is, it's like the commentary community is so much bigger now than it used to be. It's not just me and Nick's little autistic creation anymore. Okay, there's people on the outside. There's more people paying attention to this spear than there's ever been before. You know how I know that? I haven't been live in the last year, and now I go live, and it's like fucking midnight, and I have 3,000 viewers. At least 1/3 of the chat is like new people that have never listened to me before. I know that because I'm getting donations and people in the chat saying like, "Oh, my first time watching you." So clearly this community is like, it is much, much bigger than it was when I was last active. And what that tells me is that the amount of behavior that's acceptable now is significantly less. If you act like the fucking bitch that, you were in 2020 or whatever, like if you're like Bowblax and you're fucking, just lying out your ass and like breaking down in tears, like, why did you have to bring this up on a Mario stream? Nobody would accept that anymore. Back then they would have, but not anymore. It just doesn't work like that anymore. And it's
because me and Chud have been like gently caressing it. Okay. I'm just
Well, yeah,
blowing
there's all
it,
these
you know what I
guys
mean?
like
So,
Chud and like Queeman now that like actually like just, you know, there's a community outside of the community, you know? The community's like deeper now. It's interesting. I don't know.
I made so many new fans that 1/3 of your chat doesn't hate me anymore, and it's all the new people.
But then
Like
there's
instead
the
of your
2/3.
whole audience hating me, yeah, I brought 1/3 of other people to your chat.
Yeah, you brought a lot of people to my. It's so funny because like even even when I was gone, like Nick is still doing free labor for me by building the community up more, so I can just come back.
And for days, he had no issue with me retracting my BPD claim to him. One of 4 people I told, right?
Bowblax told 5 people, not 4. At least 5 that we know of. He told me,
So-
Connor, Nick DeOrio, Tommy C, and Alex Gekmo. It's 5.
He doesn't include Alex Gekmo every time because it doesn't work with the current narrative that he only told 4 friends.
Yeah.
He always, even with Aiden, like even recently, he left that out, and Aiden's like, "But what about Alex Gekmo?" And he's
He
like, "Well,
definitely
yeah, I told him
probably
that."
he probably told more people than just the 5 that I listed or whatever, but I don't have any proof of that. So it's just
Well, he also told, according to him, he also told Slacker and Ryan Beard, but also besides.
well
those
about his
2
sexuality, not about his BPD though.
Yeah, we
okay,
gotta remember
there you
his
go.
multiple diagnoses.
Yeah, he's got
Right, yeah.
BPDs, all this. There's a lot of things he's in the closet and from, I guess. I don't know.
Nick had an issue with me, but instead of bringing it up with me, he waited until I did something that was worth criticizing publicly and then dumped it all. And that's why I said in the RFC that Nick doesn't have to be my friend, because I don't want him to be my friend.
So by the
Damn.
way, that's just like a total and complete lie. So like he's saying that like I waited for him to do something bad that's criticizable to barrel stuff him basically and fuck him up. I could have gone after him at the Destiny tweet at the time. I could have gone after him when he had his meltdown over the non-binary stuff at the time. Those would have both been opportune times to shit on him. But and he even gave me permission to leak those messages where he's talking crazy. I waited for the diagnosis stuff. I begged him not to come on the Chud stream where they were talking about leaking the Alex Gekmo DMs, and then only after talking to you and finding out that he didn't actually have BPD and that he'd lied to every single person did I decide to go forward. And even then, we still waited to the lyric stream before we were sure we wanted to fucking burn him publicly.
Yeah.
So
like,
please let me know how exactly I waited for him to do something before burning him. I feel like I had ample opportunity to do so, and I could have probably swung at least 3 times validly in the last 2 months alone. So I don't really know.
didn't he say you'd be friends forever if you wanted?
Yeah, this is like literally a thing where it's like, I didn't need an opportune time to strike. Any of these would have done the job.
Mental health is usually not your fault, but it is your responsibility. It's probably
I
true.
pledged-
Oh, he's banning chatters. I didn't even realize.
Augie pitched
Oh,
the
sorry.
stream as a potential redemption arc for me. Then after the stream, I saw the docket was called Total Bowblax Destruction.
Lie. That wasn't my fucking docket. Nick DeOrio was screen sharing. You were in the call. You could clearly see that was Nick's docket and not
It
mine.
wasn't to be fair, just to clear things up, it was not total Bowblax destruction. It was total Bowblax death. That was the name of the docket, and it was my docket.
Does
And
he-
I wrote down all the talking points I was planning to hit, and they landed in order because Josh was so predictable. So I started flashing it on the screen just to fucking flex that I knew exactly where this conversation was going, bar for bar for bar for bar. And I kept flicking it up on the screen and then going down past it while I was sharing.
How could he honestly think that I wrote a stream docket called that and then gave it to you and was like, all right, Nick, you have the docket for tonight that I wrote.
Well, maybe he thought that this was a huge setup because I got the total Bowblax death.
Well, if he thought it was a
document.
setup,
He wrote
why
for
would
me.
he show up to it? It's like, that doesn't make any sense. If he thought it was a setup, why would he appear? Sorry, I just saw this or whatever. Is this a new tweet?
I just saw this from Confusing Opinion. It's from July.
Fuck, lol. Your trauma score is 32. Very high.
Very high.
Holy fucking shit. Why tweet this? Why tweet this?
Because he's a chronic oversharer, and Queen's right.
Why?
Queen was right. Bowblax died.
He's giving content away. You have to get on his private Twitter to see that. Come
Oh
on.
wow, it's so hard to get on that. I guarantee everybody in this chat could get into his private Twitter tonight. Okay, if they tried to.
He probably got diagnosed with BPD on the same survey website.
Okay.
Yeah, his 4,000 followers with
His
private Twitter.
4,000 closest friends and family.
Dude, Bowblax is private. He has 4,000 of his closest friends. This is why he doesn't need us anymore. He has 4,000.
Got so many friends.
He has 4,000 great friends of his on Twitter.
Dude, within
so-
a month, he's gonna be typing like, "Can you send Bob's and Vagine?"
I think a big thing was like I came to Connor aggressively with the pitch for the, potential Lorex stream or whatever. But I wasn't talking about the stream at that point. I'm pretty sure I was just talking about the call itself.
No, you were talking. No. You were talking about the stream.
Well, maybe I was talking about a stream.
Yes, you were.
What was the timeline of that again?
What happened, guys?
What was the timeline?
It was
Um.
call, DMing Connor, thinking about making content about it, waiting.
No. You fuck it up again. It was the call, making content on it, then DMing Connor.
Next day, reviewing the call, deciding to for sure make content about it in the future. Yeah, I have a whole timeline actually. Why are you still trying to fight? Dude, I don't even know, man. I don't know, dude. There's just people like Sonic Show disappointed with me in DMs. I feel like, I don't know. Like the commentary aids community was like, I don't know. I need to let it go. But
The commentary aids community.
They have their own orbit. To be honest, if commentary aids streamed old highlights, they'd probably average more viewers than Josh.
Oh no.
I'm legitimately not trying to lie.
I'm not trying to lie. Chad, how hard is it? You ever just talk and you're just like, oh fuck, I'm lying. Shit, I'm trying not to, but shit, I just keep lying. I can't help myself, man. Shit.
I don't even know where the severity is coming in though. Like, where is the severity?
He has no idea why people are
Well, I
mad.
didn't rewatch
He
the
doesn't
stream.
know.
He has no idea.
I just tried to be as open and honest as possible, but I guess it didn't. I'm not disappointed, but I do think the response was weak. I still think public on me. The Lorex bully stream response was I chalked that up to more of like a disconnect between what people were expecting and what I was trying to show. To me, the feud was still between me and Lorex, but apparently Nick jumped in and said some things. I knew he said some things, but that kind of became the new focus. So my response was focused on Lorex when it should have been, I guess people were expecting something else. I'm not sure.
No, we
You weren't
were.
expecting anything.
Hold
You said
on,
you were
hold
on a
on.
bully stream and you sat there silently while you just replayed his fucking call that everyone already heard.
Yeah,
And you sounded
it-
bad at it.
Except for the part where he played the Dead on Dave stream, then he skipped that part because it was getting too long.
Oh yeah, he didn't want to play the Dead on
Oh.
Dave's sex story, which was just terrible.
I was taking a break, but then I saw the commentary aids upload. That's what happens, dude.
Wait,
Anyway,
so
let me
he's
finish reading this
still
comment.
on his break? He hasn't come
Yeah,
back?
this is Bowblax's break. You didn't
You
know?
won 3 times on me, and one of them was a short.
That's not. Yeah.
Dude.
He's on break.
I don't know Augie, I don't know
What
Nick,
the
I don't know
fuck?
you. Nobody in the comments here does, but this messy breakup. Okay. Well, once close
This wasn't a messy breakup.
collection of best friends is hard to understand the situation fully. Part of like the friendship thing. We all kind of stayed friendly, but after Augie left RFC, he left the internet and didn't talk to me at all until Christmas to say Merry Christmas.
No, we played Fortnite when the old Fortnite thing came out. That's not true.
Nick has gone on to kind of focus on a different aspect of the internet in terms of a community or whatever. We haven't really been tight knit in a year.
Why is he so
Everything
sad
wrong
about
you
that?
and Augie.
Again, this
Stop
is
donating my time to every single person's live stream and actually went and made money and built a community.
well. Again, this is
That's
like
what I
Ti-
did this
this
year.
is literally Tipster's playbook. Remember, Tipster was like, "Oh, nobody's checking in on me anymore. Nobody's really checking in on me." It's like as soon as like we start doing other shit in our real lives, Bowblax takes that personally, and he's like, "They don't want to talk to me anymore. Fuck these guys." Like
I gave this community like 2 solid years of all of my time.
yeah, it's
And
just
just like went from stream to stream. I think I kind of deserve to focus on my channel for a year.
It's like, bro, time moves on. People get older. They start taking shit more seriously, including their fucking careers, right? It's like, dude, don't take it fucking personally. It's not like we were in the army together. We're just some guys that knew each other on the fucking internet, you know? It's not that big of a deal.
It
Privately, I'm
is
not
to
hashing
me,
things
damn
out.
it.
Unless they want to reach out. I'll hash things out if they reach out. I'm not reaching out.
Oh,
No-
they have to reach out. They have to reach out. I won't. They will, because they're in the wrong.
Dude, the thing is, I tried to talk with Nick. It just didn't work.
Wait, I thought he said he didn't want to talk to me on stream and he had no interest in being friends with me ever again.
Well, he tried.
that
Like
was-
30 seconds ago. He tried to talk to me on stream. So he went in there knowing he didn't want to reconcile with me and he didn't want to be my friend. But
Yeah.
that was him trying.
he tried.
What does that
bro.
even mean? He's just
tried to talk-
completely changing the story.
I love this. I tried to talk to Nick, but it didn't work.
It was not very
with
effective.
Nick on stream. It just didn't work. I think this entire situation-
I tried,
I
man.
tried to fuck my girlfriend and it just didn't work.
Dude, it just didn't happen.
It
Shit.
just didn't work.
It didn't work, guys.
watch you more than Augie and
And he's like, ooh, I found one viewer who did that.
Dude, look at how his eyes like changed when he. I've watched you more than Nick and Augie. He was like, ooh, yes. Dude, calm the fuck on.
fan. See, this is when I'm up. I don't know. I want to move on, but the fact that like some hardcore Bobby fans have the wrong impression of me is a little disheartening because I just want to chill and relax, like in this stream. Which, by the way, you guys are being very chill. I appreciate it. I
You
hope this
guys?
doesn't lead-
When he says you guys, he means the 3 people watching.
You know, he makes fun of how slow tipsters chats move.
Oh.
One of my favorite cast of friends on YouTube. Whoa, wait. Oh! I thought someone got in a car crash. I was like, no! No, I'm in the car.
No, I'm in the car crash. What? What? What the fuck? Come on, man. Really? I thought someone had a car crash, but I was in the car. Shit.
It was
What?
me. I was in the car the whole time, Morty.
Come
Yeah, I have
on.
Tesla, though.
Alright, I see what you're talking about. I get the argument. I see your argument now. I get it. I get the joke. I don't quite regret the purchase, but I do understand where the issues are coming
Holy
from. They're arising.
Dude, I can't. I fucking can't. I fucking can't.
Look, Ultra Red is a really nice color. okay?
Oh my god. That was actually funny. That was a good one. Oh,
That's the first time in recorded history someone's laughed at a Bowblax.
I'm in my Tesla. It'll save me. All right, let him back in. Who cares? Who cares about the drama anymore?
You won't be able to fully move on Sway unless you dress it properly. Nick outing the NB
say to
thing
dress
would probably
anything.
be in your favor. Yeah, man. Normally I would Sonic Show, honestly, but if I want to move away from doing this type of drama in general, which is a decision I made before, like months ago, I feel like continuing to engage in this is not a good move, but if people are really demanding answers, like there's questions unanswered, I don't know, I feel like just answering them in a stream like this makes more sense of anything. Just walk away, it's over now, yeah. It's like,
But how does that make sense? Hold on. How the fuck does that make sense? You have to pay to get in just to ask the fucking question. You should make it fucking public so anyone can fucking ask questions. They don't have to fucking donate money to you to fucking pay your fucking mortgage, which realistically you're not even gonna get from members. So
Also,
like,
I think it's
what-
super funny that he's like, hey, dude, I'm not going to do that because I'm trying to move on. And we are 30 minutes into an hour and 24 minutes of him talking about it.
like
I'm sorry, bro. Genuinely, nobody outside of this little niche shithole community gives a fuck about any of this shit. I watched Turkey Tom cover this, and his comments were just like, "Who's Bowblax? I don't get it."
obviously I didn't explain myself properly, and that's
oh
evidenced
my
by
god.
you know, the reaction and everything, but I don't know, dude. The lack of trust and just assuming I'm lying all the time is just, it's really upsetting. I don't want to be friends with people like that, you know? Who just assume the
I don't want to be
worst
friends
before
with people I
explain
can't
myself.
lie
Now, if
to.
I, like,
That's kind of based, actually. I don't want to be friends with people I can't lie to. There's some validity in that.
talk and say all that shit and then they come to that conclusion, sure. Which, to be fair, Augie did, I guess, so I'll be a little less harsh on him, but I don't know.
Thank you.
I feel like
This stuff works on me because I hear that I'm like, oh, Bowblax, you're fine.
Nick kind of came to this conclusion about me before the Lorex Bully stream even launched. Like, he was already unfollowing me, making memes about me and stuff before any of that even happened. Broke
And then
people's
your
trust in
thought
you.
was, hey, look, this looks like a terrible idea. Let's keep going in the current trajectory. Like, he didn't take any of those signs as like, hey, maybe there's a reason these people are all starting to say like, hey, what the fuck is going on? But again, none of this makes sense. He was going to do a talk through of Lyric's stream, and he like fired it up and went completely quiet and just didn't talk for like 40 consecutive
It was
minutes of
psycho, dude.
pre-recorded
You
video.
literally called me. I was watching the stream. You literally called me in the middle of the stream. You're like, "Did this guy kill himself?" And I'm like, "Dude, shut the fuck up!" Like,
He
don't.
told the whole group chat that he was going to do a live watch together where he reviews this call.
Yeah, Smaggle, didn't he
And
tell
it's just
you
like,
that that stream was just like gonna be basically like a docket, a video docket or something?
Yeah, he told me. I mean, I asked him that if that was what he was gonna do, and he said, yeah, he was gonna use it as like a Google document, as like a stand-in.
And then he
shit.
just fucking froze the second he saw chat wasn't on his side,
Yeah.
and he just went away for fucking an hour and a half or whatever, only to come back to like fast forward it awkwardly through the sex scene.
Yeah, and also like demote all of his mods while people were spamming N-word towers, and Bowblax gets blacked by Tyro and shit like
Oh
that.
yeah, I called him. I'm like, is there a chance this guy just fucking heroed?
Yeah, I don't know. He probably got stage fright. Yeah, I think that's 100% what happened. The Lyrics Boy stream was initially going to be just him just off the cuff. Then he was like, wait, fuck, I need to make like a plan for this. And then after that, he was like, wait, abandoned plan, just play the video of Lyrics owning me and just play the video, take the abuse from the chat and just fucking get over it or whatever, right? And that was what his plan was or whatever, right? And then I had to show back up to the equation and be like, no. Answer for your fucking shit. Don't just give us this bullshit ass stream where you barely fucking talking it. Come on RFC, face Nick. Let's do this. Like, let's actually give the people what they want, which is an explanation, you know, and maybe an apology. An apology or an explanation? Who knows? It's an apology, not an explanation. I don't know. Give them something. Just talk. Okay, just fucking talk.
I feel like they broke my trust.
How? Genuinely, how?
I mean, it's not true, but I can live with that.
And the thing, no, like, and I feel like Nick's trust in me has been broken prior to any of this. Even in the Boo Boss stream, Nick's trust in me was like nothing. I feel like no one's ever really had
So if you ever disagree with him
trust or
once,
benefit of the doubt of me
trust
not
is
to be, like,
broken.
sweet
Just
before you-
not taking his side in the argument. Trust broken.
I've always had people waiting in the shadows to say like, oh, now I finally have a reason to hate Bowblax. You know what I'm saying?
Everyone's just out to get
Better
him.
let things
He's the
cool off
constant victim. 109 friend groups. Constant victim. He's just the persecuted Jew.
Sure,
Just
Ben, bro.
constantly.
I agree. There is a distinct possibility that I have BPD still. And I said 99%. Nick openly said that I said 99%. I said 99%.
Is he just ignoring that he said
And I still
100%
think
to
that I
every
might
other
have it. I
person?
was just-
Yeah.
And it was just casually talking to a friend like, oh, I think I might have BPD.
And Alex Gekbo.
Pretty
Why?
sure I apologized to Nick for my outburst on him just straight up. I didn't try to
I
blame
forgot
it on
that's how
BPD.
apologies
That was
work.
just like
No,
me
wait,
giving
we
him
literally
an
did. We
update.
played it. He just straight up lied again. He didn't try to blame it on BPD. Literally, not even 24 hours
Yeah.
after, he's like, I'm gonna go get tested for BPD.
We
Okay, I got
saw
BPD.
that's exactly
that
what he
explained my
did.
outburst.
And it was
Literally,
a-
that explained my outburst, in quote.
And his apology was literally just because Aiden was like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
I thought he was worried about me as a friend, so I was trying to give him updates. I wasn't trying to make excuses. I was trying days later to give him updates on my physical and mental condition because I was just
Physical?
hospitalized, and I thought he would care. As
Wait,
Yeah.
physical and mental? What's the physical part?
The transition.
Wait, that's physical now?
You see
like,
the Victoria's
make
Secret
sense of what
catalog?
what's happening to me.
Well, I
and I'm
mean,
speaking a little bit
if you knew from like throbbing horsecock, he has like a 9-inch penis.
Oh,
No, he said it couldn't be him because Throbbin has a 9-incher.
Yeah.
Implying that his
Wait.
is smaller.
why would it be physical though if the transition, like, wouldn't that mean?
Dude, it's the polythysemia vera.
Okay. Never mind.
Yeah, it's the physical. That's the physical.
Couple people mentioning that I probably have BPD. Now,
No, you
3
said
people I said
diagnosed.
definitively. Nick, I said 99%.
Oh, okay.
But I would have corrected them with it later. Like I corrected.
But you
Nick,
didn't.
like,
We
I
found
said,
out
I'm
in
not really
September.
sure with Nick
You never
later.
corrected it.
I did say 99%.
Did he correct you? Did he correct
No.
Connor? Did he correct Tommy? Did he correct Alex? Did he correct any of
Never.
these people? We found out offhand because he blurted it out to me in a phone call in September. Otherwise, we wouldn't have known at all.
And
We
also,
probably
Nick,
would have gone another month before he finally came out and said, like, I'm not even sure if I have it.
Nick
Or we would have
never-
found out if it got diagnosed later.
When I mentioned that to Nick, Nick didn't have any reaction, and then said, "Okay, dude, I have to go now, but we'll talk in a couple days. See ya." Like it was all chill. And then apparently, like, it's an issue days later. He never told me it was an issue. And
Yeah, I'm not
always
walking
gonna
you
have
through
the
this.
right
He had the
answer right away.
opportunity with Lyrics to walk back at any moment and not go full hog and go over the edge.
Yeah.
Once he crossed that point, there was the point of no return. If I walk him through it and I tell him, hey man, if you do this, then it doesn't matter. That's not a valid test. Watching to see how he actually works without intrusion, okay, is how you get a read on somebody. I want to know what he's gonna do. I don't want him to do what I say he should do. Otherwise, we're
What I
just fucking
suspect,
sweeping.
like, if my DM conversation with Nick was never meant to be public, then I felt like I was dealing with the situation on a friend-on-friend level. There was no
He
public
told me to leak
knowledge
it.
of any stuff, so I didn't feel like I needed to talk to him like a YouTuber. I don't know. I just really I felt like guilty for how I treated Nick, so I wanted to give him updates on my mental health in order to give him peace of mind.
Like, I need $2,000.
That's why I kind of messaged him a lot specifically. No, it's definitely mania to an
It is?
well, it's not you can't.
Dude,
The
he's saying
doctors would have to check
hypomania.
that out,
Dude.
but pretty much, I mean,
But pretty much, I mean,
I expected to have a manic episode at some point in my life. I just didn't think it'd be now. But it makes sense with all the pressure on me.
What's wrong with him?
Financially, family-wise, there's like a bunch of different pressures going on.
Dude, Bowblax, the eternal victim, always persecuted, always crucified. It just can't stop. The whole world's against him.
You know, some stuff leaked about my gender, which was again my fault. I was being a little too impulsive with a tweet.
Dude, my gender has been leaked. How? I tweeted it.
Yeah, he's acting like, oh, my gender got leaked by you.
Well, no, he said it's kind of my fault because I'm impulsive. It's like, no, you tweeted it. That's not what a leak is.
I also want to establish a fan base that's a little less transphobic.
Good
Okay,
move.
dude.
Good. That's actually a good move. I mean, given the rants that I've been on tonight, you know, it's probably true. In an alternate universe where I did come back and Bowblax was secretly trans or whatever, right? And he listened to the stream tonight, he'd be fucking shitting himself. Holy shit.
I think here on Mayo Monkey, like you guys in chat and stuff who've been watching a lot of me, my close fan base is chill, but I've seen a lot of Troon and stuff like I don't know, dude.
Wow.
Seeing a lot of people say Troon. It's kind of not cool. I can't believe you said that. Seeing a lot of Troon.
Dude, he said that, and I'd be like, seen a lot of troons recently. Like,
This guy is not fucking human, man. He just...
Different
this
things.
guy was telling me that I'm a bitch and that he's gonna fight Null on Twitter like a couple months ago. Literally just a couple months ago. He's gonna go to war with Null.
Troon.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
one of my
please.
sisters is non-binary.
Oh,
Oh my god.
thanks for letting us know.
She also told me to use it as a cover.
What?
I guess she does know.
Use your...
Bowblax, my suicide, abuse, and
Wait, use it as a
molestation
cover?
and gender are your cover.
Wait, use it as a cover. So use your non-binary status as a cover for what? Criticism? Wait, am I
No, cover for him being non-binary. Just say it's.
Oh, okay. I was like, what does that mean? Okay.
And you know, even with like the freak out on Nick, I don't know how much of it showed, but obviously there's like grains of truth of how I feel in that thing. Like I
Where?
was very tired of Nick bringing up Destiny like all the fucking time, every time we call
Dude,
it.
there was maybe like one time we talked about Destiny. Again, I'm in these calls with Smaggle all the time. Destiny does not come up in these calls. It was literally like, hey, we're doing the panel with Destiny and Tom and Ackman, or hey, like we were gonna go talk about what's Mr. Beast. Those are like the only two things that Destiny that came up. Like I fell off of Destiny's content, just for context, at the Red Pill arc, and that's like the last time I was like a big.
That was
avid
when it got
Destiny
good.
watcher.
Wait, that's when Destiny's
And
content
I
was the
didn't-
best.
So I
was
don't
during
really
the
know
Red
anything
Pill
about Sneeko, and I don't really know anything about Aiden Ross, and I kind of got lost, and then he stopped doing drama and pushed more politics. That's like the last time I watched Destiny. There's no other times that this was come out. This would possibly come up. Like that criticism is super.
You don't
banger
bring
for
up Destiny.
2020.
You don't bring up Destiny like when we talk and call, like unless Destiny's in the news or like in drama or something, right?
I
But
don't watch Destiny anymore. Yeah.
Dude, I just got fucking access to Destiny's Discord. I'm like, congrats. Destiny this, Destiny that. The one time I mentioned King of Nothing in a joke, he flips out.
it wasn't a joke. It was a passive aggressive comment you made on Twitter where you're
It
talking
was
about.
also Smaggle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also wasn't me. It was Smaggle.
Yeah.
It was
What?
under my
And then I
tweet,
took a
yeah.
shot at him in the thing because the quote unquote joke was an argument, just to be clear. It was not a joke. And it was stupid. So I made fun of him on because he'd come to me and he goes, Nick, I really regret defending King of Nothing publicly because I put myself in a position where like he won't defend himself. So it looks like I'm fighting for him and everyone's giving me shit. Like he was upset that people were giving him shit because he jumped in where he didn't belong to fight a battle for a guy who didn't want it to help him with it. And it's like I empathize with that because I fought with Michael Alberto last year and everybody somebody else's name, and nobody wanted to back me up on that at the time because nobody wanted to deal with the schizo freak. But like, that was your whole position, Josh. And then you went and did it again. It doesn't make any sense. You're literally just retarded.
Yeah.
He makes Destiny jokes to me. He makes jokes about me to Destiny. He did that in the little like kind of Zoom educational thing that he was having with Destiny, Actman, Willie Mac, whatever. You know, make Bowblax and Destiny jokes, but oh, if I make jokes about King of Nothing and Nick, that's a big issue. There's like, it's just double standards.
When's the last time I said that I wanted to run Destiny off the railroad, okay, and do like a bajillion streams on it? Oh wait, no, you did that with King of Nothing when you were sucking up to me privately. And
Well, so what? So you made like you took a pot shot at him on the Destiny Trump education stream or something?
I know, I think Destiny took a shot at him on the Trump Destiny stream.
Oh.
Yeah,
And then we made comments after it, but like
Well,
that was.
But Nick, you told me like yesterday or the day before you how much you wanted to kill Bowblax.
Yeah,
You're,
so
like,
fantasizing
really-
different ways we could dismember him.
Yeah, fantasizing about homicide, dude. It was
Yes,
very
homicide.
weird.
Yes. Okay, good. There we go.
Okay, so he's like, this is like autism conflating two situations. He's like, I made a joke about King of Nothing on Twitter where, you know, King of Nothing, or he had more likes than Nick's fucking tweet, but I can't make that joke, but Nick can fucking take pot shots at me on the Destiny Trump education stream, which apparently you're saying never happened, right? And it's like, dude, what you said on Twitter.
I don't know what the context was to that. It was a 6-hour stream.
He tried to say that.
Bowblax was not what I was thinking about while I was on the.
Yeah,
the Trump
he tried
panel
to say that his thing about King of Nothing was like a sarcastic joke. That's not what sarcasm is. That's not what, his like thing about King of Nothing wasn't sarcasm. Now, I also didn't think it was like the most egregious comment in the world. It's not like he said anything crazy when he said King of Nothing had more likes than Nick. Like that tweet was really insignificant, but it obviously was also like a passive aggressive, like, you know, it was a statement. I mean, that's obviously what it was. Are we just gonna pretend that it wasn't? Like, I don't know. But yeah, this is just his autism conflating two different situations. Like, oh, I can do this, but he can't do this or whatever. It's okay when we do a community.
See, this is what I have an issue with too. Like people like spoofs. Like it's not about King of Nothing. Yeah, it's about a lot of things. I don't know what.
Yes, it's not about King of Nothing. Nobody gives a fuck about King of Nothing. Nobody cares.
Everything's just so drama based, dude. Like I'm not saying the right things for a proper
Damn.
response. I'm not taking accountability because I mentioned how I felt in a certain scenario. What, do you want me to like stop every 2 seconds and say I take accountability for list? Let me just like write up a list and have it on screen constantly.
He just sounds like such a baby here.
And also the title of this stream, the intention was that all of this like new drama snowballed from the King of Nothing tweet. It's not that the King of Nothing tweet is an issue, it's that it's the origin point that snowball, you know, like the domino meme.
Yeah, but the reason why the domino meme happens is because he made like 20,000 retarded decisions that just escalated everything. It's like he
And
just
all I'm
doesn't
saying-
get basic shit. Commentary YouTuber doesn't understand
I
that he
found the
needs to
clip, you're
defend
not gonna
himself so
believe
that
it.
people just trusting him. He thinks he's owed that. He just thinks he's owed trust.
You're not
Is
gonna
that-
believe why he came up in the stream.
Bowblax said he didn't like our stream. He said it's bad.
Well, I mean,
Who
he
said that?
Josh.
Wait, you guys are
Bowblax.
streaming too?
Yeah.
Wait, who's
I'm not
Josh?
streaming.
Bowblax, your friend.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, so what's your beef with Bowblax?
Oh God, no, don't. That's.
I don't have any
Okay,
beef
let's
with
not go
Please,
down
please,
into the
no.
whole fucking thing then.
He's
This is such a bad question.
It's okay. I don't. If it's gonna go through a whole fucking.
Bowblax is awesome. I was gonna get an artist to make this more appealing to Bowblax, but I couldn't find anybody who wanted to draw Donald Trump as Pokemon for the entire fucking thing, so he wouldn't have any interest in this one.
You know what? That's the least bad thing you said about it.
So it was
The
Tom
reason why this
bringing up
clip came up-
Bowblax.
No, but no, it wasn't. It was Bowblax bringing up Bowblax. He said Bowblax didn't like our stream because he reached out to us and told us not to, that he hated us doing it.
Bro, this Destiny stream I'm listening to is so weird. I feel like this format does not suit you guys. A Willie, Nick, Destiny, Actman, Tom stream should be wild and about drama. This is cringe. Suck my big balls. I mean, it's kind of cooking
This
here.
is
Am I?
literally why this came up. This is literally why it came up. Tom brought it up because he
Yeah.
started talking shit in our group chat. Otherwise,
Yeah.
Josh wouldn't have come up in that conversation. And I didn't say anything super bad about him as far as I know in
I
that
mean-
call.
You didn't know.
And I didn't even bring it up. Tom brought it up.
Yeah, he's a bitch for like crying about like this random like attack or whatever, right? This DM though, I mean, it's kind of true. It's like a politics stream about Trump being evil. It's like, I don't know.
It's fun. It's a fun random politics stream. But again, if you don't like that, that's perfectly fine. Josh isn't saying it because he doesn't like the stream. He's saying it because he doesn't like Destiny.
Yeah, I mean that's clearly
That's
where
the
this
only
is.
reason
Yeah,
you
you're
are
right.
feeling
That's why that's where it's coming from. Yeah.
So it's like I understand your perspective on it. I don't disagree with your perspective. It's not something that you would want to do. I get it. But like this is indicative of Josh's entire larger problem, larger scale issue.
Nick makes stuff with like Destiny and me and jokes or whatever, it doesn't create a domino effect because I don't bitch about it, because at the end of the day, Destiny and Nick are cool, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm an adult, right?
I hardly know him.
Me and King of Nothing being cool is like apparently like, I don't know.
You're not cool. You tell me everything he says in private, and you're
really
fantasizing about making streams on it, to be clear.
I'm not obsessed with Destiny, like people are saying. I'm
You are.
annoyed, and this has always been the case, and I've told other people. My issue has always been with Nick's obsession and fascination with Destiny. I don't want to fucking hear about him every day, dude. Like, I'm fine.
That's
like,
good. We haven't
Nick
talked
can
in the
get
last
obsessed
year,
about
apparently.
Bathtub Ross, Medicare,
Apparently, we don't talk.
Whatever. Fortnite, pinball, whatever. He can rant about all that to me on call or whatever. Even Destiny
Fortnite,
occasionally.
pinball.
But it's just very frustrating to see him have this immense respect for Destiny, yet me, he'll never give benefit of the doubt. Like, Destiny, he'll fucking, like, say it's awesome that, like, someone died in the Trump rally, and Nick, like, goes out of his way to defend that. I tell, like, 4 people in private I have BPD.
What did I say about that?
3 people and then 1.
What was my position on the Trump rally? I'm actually super curious. What was my defense of the Trump statement?
Did you give a statement on that? I mean, I
think
don't know.
I said I disagree with Destiny. I'm almost positive I said I disagree with Destiny. By the way, he's just retreading that DM leak that I did, right?
Chasing, you said the fire guy deserved it. The fireman who died.
I don't think I said the fireman deserved it.
That's what Destiny said. I don't think that's what you said, though. Hopefully not. If you said that,
That
you're
is what
fuck-
Destiny said.
Yeah. Here's the thing about the... Actually, who cares about this? Never mind. I was gonna give a take on the
I
Destiny
think this
Trump
is probably the
shooting
most
thing.
nuclear Destiny Trump tweet I'll find.
Yeah, I was about to give like
This
a
one
take.
right here.
I was about to give a take on this. I was like, here's my thoughts on the Destiny Trump thing. Then I was like, wait, who the fuck cares?
Even something as simple as, like, Tom cheating. Yeah, I don't think Nick should drop him over that or whatever, but, like, why drop me over the VPD thing, but not Tom over that, you know what I'm
Whoa!
Dude,
Whoa! That's a
what?
nuclear fucking take. Tom cheating on his girlfriend is the same thing as Bowblax lying about BPD. Is that a good point, chat? Is that a good point? Holy
That is
shit.
the most retarded thing I've ever heard.
Holy, what do you mean, Nick? They both lied. Why is one lie better, but the other lie isn't?
Can't sit here and justify what you did. You tanked your whole career. Don't bitch about what?
He gets minor pushback in the chat. He's like, what?
It's crazy how he can just sit here and lie about me for like an hour and then be like, dude, Nick's not giving me the charitability I
The
deserve.
Coke critique's so dumb. Dude, if I say anything, it'll cause drama.
As we're 44 minutes
yeah.
in.
Is the Coke thing a real critique or a joke? Because I can elaborate.
It's wishful thinking.
Because I don't want to, like...
It's the only... Coke is the only logical explanation.
The Coke thing a meme? It was just to embarrass you? Okay, I had 1 line of Coke. Everybody else there had, like, multiple lines and Molly. I can list off the people there.
Wow.
One of them's obviously Turkey Tom. I mean, he was on the podcast, right? Out of the 1, 2, 3, 4...
Snitch Blacks. I love how he's just snitching on everyone doing drugs.
5, 6, 7...
Do not invite this guy to a party. He will just fucking leak everything.
7 people, including me, that were there. I did the least amount of drugs.
Why is
It's
he just...
like...
Oh, by the way, the only reason that Bowblax
was
cares
chosen
about the
out of
Tom
that-
cheating drama is exclusively because Tom has been mean to him on Twitter. Just to be clear, that's the only reason it's coming up. Because he'd be talking like pro Jared, was like, who really cares that pro Jared cheated on his wife? He has no moral compass. He's literally just saying that because he's mad at Tom. Sorry.
I love people are like, Bowblax, you did Coke at VidCon. He's like, just leaks everyone at the party that did Coke. It's like, he just snitches everything. No, well, yeah, but I only did 1 line versus everyone else who did multiple lines. Let me name them.
But, like, who fucking gives a fuck? I'm not trying to expose anyone. It's just...
You
it's just
just
I
did.
find that meme funny, especially if Tom were to make it, considering that he was way more coked up than I was.
I just love how he just snitches it's just all over the place. Like, that's just so funny to me.
I honestly didn't think that the people I told about my BPD would get leaked. It was Tommy
You told
C,
Alex Gekmo.
Nicholas DeOrio,
And Alex
Connor,
Gekmo. And Alex Gekmo.
Are you still gonna mention that?
and Augie.
And Alex Gekmo. And
Those
Alex
are the 4
Gekmo.
people I told.
And Alex Gekmo.
I think.
And Alex.
Yeah, those are the only 4 people I told. I'm pretty sure.
And
I
then you
can
told
double check my
Alex.
DM.
Also, Alex was also part of that. Notice it just doesn't fit the current narrative. And
Yeah.
he's just omitted it.
I only told my close friends and also my biggest hater.
Might have
biggest
told
hater.
Yeah.
Dojangles, but I don't remember. I don't think I did.
And Alex.
Oh, and the non-binary I only brought up to Nick and Connor, and I told Connor to tell Augie.
He told me to tell Tom.
He told me to tell Smaggle.
Wait, really? Wait.
No.
I was like, fuck you.
Wait, Aiden, you knew too, right? Did he mention Aiden?
Yeah, he told me. I didn't really care. Like that was the least.
No, but he didn't mention you in the list just now, did he?
No, he didn't. No, but he did tell me.
Okay, so you can add Aiden. That's 5.
Holy.
6
He's
if
like,
you
you can toast Smaggle. I would believe that too.
And Ryan and Slacker.
Yeah, he said he wanted to keep it amongst a few close friends, so he told me like DM Spondal on Twitter, just like let him know.
Oh, okay.
Also, another misconception people have is that I have an issue with people talking with Queeman in general. I don't.
Oh.
It was more the fact that Lorex was so desperate to get content on me that he brought on Queeman.
Yeah, after he knew you were fucking him over, obviously. Again, when Lyrics called Queeman, he already was tipped off that Bowblax is about to leak a fucking call with you. So at that point, he was like, well, fuck this guy. Who cares?
When I mean ableist shit, because people like complain like, oh, I don't want to hear the word ableism anymore, blah, blah, blah. We say retard, we say artistic all the time. Remember the Edwin and Salvo shit, where Salvo was saying like, you are just like, blah.
Who cared that they called you autistic? Who cared?
I think that was a bit much.
Ableist shit?
Yeah.
Was it?
Personally, I found that a bit much.
Okay.
He was literally like, hey, Augie, you know, you're retarded, right? You know, you're fucking so pathetic. You're basically like, you probably can't even wipe yourself because you're so fucking retarded. Like, and he just sat there and he said that to Bowblax's face for like 5 minutes straight.
I don't even
At
remember.
that point, I don't know. I started to feel a little shitty at that point.
I don't even think I was like around for that. So,
Like, I've been really mean. I don't think I could just sit there to the guy's face and just call him a fucking mongoloid and say that he can't wipe and shit. Like, I don't know if I can do that.
well, yeah, I guess I can't comment on it. I wasn't around for it. I don't remember that whole situation, whatever. I just remember he was like, oh, they're being ableist to me. And I'm like, ableism? I don't know.
That's the exact same thing Queeman was doing on that stream.
Queeman was going that hard? Wait, what?
It wasn't. No, it wasn't.
What?
The only thing I'll say about Bowblax, and it's more prevalent to me after watching the Queeman thing, is he could just disconnect from the call. He did it with you. He left when Tom showed up.
He's
but he
clearly
didn't leave when
capable of
Queeman got there.
leaving. He's clearly capable of leaving the call. Like, that's, yeah.
Yeah, but when you say things like that,
Queeman, though, we warned him specifically, and I said, don't bring on Queeman. And, like, he just sat there and took it. Not even took it. He goaded him. He's like, come on, ask me about my fucking parents. Like, I don't.
when you say shit like that, you're operating under the assumption that he like reaches like the same like logical conclusions as everybody else. At the same time,
He
like,
should. He's 27 years old. Otherwise, he
Yeah,
shouldn't
why would-
function in society. He should be, like, a pariah, an outcast.
I mean, this is the same guy that was DMing that shit to like Alex Gekmo, like expecting it to like stay private. Like, I don't know.
I wanted Alex to come around and say sorry and say that he hopes I'm doing better.
I want
That's
Nick
why.
to record a video apology.
I, Nicholas DeOrio, apologize to Bowblax for thinking he is inferior.
Because if he got your concession, he'd feel better about himself. That's what.
No,
that's
because
his
he'd hold it over me and release it. Again, this
Well,
guy's manipulative, even if I pretend he's not, he is.
Brought
That's a
him
key
in.
part of autism. He doesn't think like a normal person, then he shouldn't be here.
I definitely said I overreacted in the Lorex situation, right? Didn't I say that a lot on After Hours? I'm just saying the reason. I'm not saying that the reason's good.
You understand that, like,
That's me trying
just
to be open
saying
and honest,
you're
like, people
sorry
bring
doesn't
excuses,
mean
like,
that
that's
people have to forgive that, right? Like,
I'm so sorry.
I just want to say real quick, like, that's what I explained to him. Like, his notion of what an apology is supposed to be is something that just, like, negates everything else. And I was explaining to him, like he was mad at you for not acknowledging his, like, apology over the Destiny stuff when he was in your DMs admitting he's not sorry over that and wanted you to apologize.
yeah, well, that's not public yet, but he basically told Aiden, more or less, like, yeah, well, the reason why I said that stuff is because I'm actually not sorry for what I did. And I,
Yeah.
it's like, okay, well,
Well,
then
my
I'm
apology.
right. Thanks.
Wait,
But
he's
you've just
vaping
proved-
flavored air?
Oh,
Really?
yeah, that's the Foom. That's a new YouTube sponsor, Foom. They're getting shit for it because people are mad because it looks like vaping, because it basically is vaping, but it's not vaping because it's not as bad
What's
for you yet.
even the point
What?
of vaping
I don't
something
know.
that's not like nicotine?
New videos 36 minutes ago? Oh, I thought the situation was done. Fuck. Oh no.
I thought it was done. I
No.
thought people weren't gonna fucking watch me
Can somebody
anymore.
make AI Bowblax singing "I Can Fantasize About Whatever I Want" by Mr. Girl? Can somebody
Shut
make
the
that?
fuck up.
Can somebody
Stop.
please fucking make that? Please.
Dude, I didn't even realize it. I put that video out. Look, he's streaming for 50 minutes. I put that video up with like the me reading the rest of the DMs 15 minutes into his stream accidentally, because that's just when it turned green.
Can every like 5 subscriber, like nobody, like upload their takes on this? So like at some point for like months to come. So at some point you could just never find his channel like ever again.
Can everybody who's watching the stream right now upload their own version of
Make a
Twitter
video.
verses?
53 minutes. God damn. All the leaked messages? That's kind of excessive.
Dude, that's why he thought it was okay to leak the fucking child abuse shit, because he thought I already put it in there, because he saw all leaks in the title.
Oh, leaked messages. That's kind of excessive, Nick.
He publicly put out more messages and was like, see? So I had to fucking prove him wrong, dude.
I've already ranted for like half an hour. Probably gonna get clipped by Skull Skibbity.
It's probably gonna get clipped by Skull Skibbity.
Dude, praise Skull Skibbity or die.
And that's probably gonna be. Bowblax is doing the stream. He's like, ah, fuck, my stream's probably gonna be clipped by Skull Skibbity in the chat. Fuck.
Wait, Soul Skibbity's in chat, dude.
Dude.
Oh, he's
It's
here.
not personal, it's just business. See, that's the problem. I want to get out of that business, even though I did it to Tipster. But the thing is, I was making like comedy out of it. These people are like actually mad.
What is this cope?
Did you not watch my Twitterverses? That was a
What
fucking
is
banger.
this fucking?
That was.
It's
dude,
different when I get bullied, guys. It's different.
Dude, the Twitterverses I made was like the most creative thing I've made in like 2 years.
The thing I'm gonna say is like when this keeps occurring, like this stream and everyone going at him, like it looks like so pathetic sometimes that like I'm like, are we going too far? And then I realize like I have to keep reminding myself like this guy, this isn't just some like random like wholesome like content creator streamer. Like he's gone at so many other people over the years that it's like,
Dude,
he's
he
now mad.
tortured Tipster for a year.
Dude, would you do a stream with Pokemon?
Yes, instantly.
I would 100%.
Instantly. Oh my god, dude. I was sitting there thinking, I was like, dude, imagine the stream. It's us, Pokemon, Tipster, Mr. Girl Destiny, and what's that guy's name on the Game Grumps? Ding Dong. Yeah, it's
Ding
us.
Dong.
It's us, Tipster, Pokemon, Ding Dong, Destiny, and Mr. Girl. And we all do a stream
Dude,
talking about this.
I would love, dude, I would be like Homelander talking to fucking Pokemon.
Oh, and Animal
like,
J.
so
Smith.
would you-
Animal J. Smith, too.
It's like, so would you like go back in time? Would you strike Bowblax again? She'd be like, oh no, I think I learned my lesson. I'd be like, I think you should strike him. In fact, I think you should strike him now.
Is there even any point in pointing out the lies anymore? It's like, we know. We know.
I can't tell if there's like intentional lies here or if he's like, I don't know. Like I feel like in his
No,
mind.
he's just a
like,
crazy
lying.
guy, dude. He's just a fucking
They got
crazy guy.
cinema sins to like point out all the lies. I think the guy writing the video would blow his brains out.
Ah, man, I did not know it was this. I didn't know like speculating on what I had, like to someone to 4 close friends in private was going to be such
Close
a fucking
friends. And Alex
issue. Like that's what
Gekko.
I'm annoyed about.
Yeah,
like I didn't
Alex
like.
Gekko, my bestie.
Yes, if I came out and made a main channel video, I'm gone because of BPD and officially announced and everything. Yes, this
He
would make
told
sense.
Connor he wanted to do
Well,
that.
how is it a consistent lie? I think I might have BPD. How's that?
Am I wrong, Augie? He told Connor he was
He
planning on
told
doing that.
Connor, he told fucking Connor that he wanted to come out as BPD, and he asked Connor for advice, like, how should I come out with BPD? And Connor was like, what the fuck? No, don't ever talk about it publicly. That's fucking crazy, right? And Bowblax was
saying
like,
this knowing full well
Bowblax
he
was
wanted to
like,
do it.
if I come out with BPD, I can explain the past fuck ups that I made in my career. Like, I can use BPD to explain, you know, open folders. I can
corroborate that with
explain,
Tommy.
you know, the Tommy C beef. I can explain Let Me Speak, like the Among Us stuff, but also like the fucking Boobah stream. He said that he could use BPD to fucking explain himself out of every past situation he's ever fucking been in. And he asked Connor for advice on how to do it, and Connor said, you're fucking crazy. Don't tell everyone you have BPD. That's fucking crazy. Don't do that.
Connor prevented like the 9/11 of the BPD community. If he came out with that, dude, they would have been like all the stigma they've worked to get rid of over the last 10 years would have all come back.
No,
But we
he-
corroborate that with Tommy because he said like a very similar line to Tommy in the Tommy DM. So it's like that's not even just Connor's word. He's literally argued this to people before. So it's like he's just a monster. Like,
Yeah.
This is insane. It's just like how malicious he is about lying. Like it's actually nuts.
It's just too far at this point. It's just way too fucking far.
Like if I say we might need a spoon for this thing we're cooking, but in reality we need a spatula. Am I lying because I suggested that we use a spoon? Oh, how dare I? Of course it was a spatula. Like,
What?
False equivalence fallacy.
Come on. Asher's in chat says Delulu. Yeah, Asher's is accurately describing it right now. He's completely delusional.
unless I'm making a big public declaration to my fans.
I misled all
And,
my
regardless
friends,
of
but I
what's
didn't
being,
mislead my
it's clearly
fans.
happened. It's
He's
clearly
out of it.
He needs to change his name to Blow
Are you
Crack.
faking it then? I thought I had it. I still think I might have it.
I thought I had it, so I said that I was diagnosed with it. I think I might still have it. You're boogie. You're
He, like,
fucking
Mr.
boogie.
He was there for the Rewired Soul debate where we talked about the dangers of like self-diagnosing, right?
Dude, this guy's fucking boogie. He's literally boogie. He's copying boogie. Okay, this is how crazy he is. This is how delusional he is. He's copying Boogie. He's stealing Boogie's lines.
He wants you to accept his apology while he's like actively still doing the thing he's apologizing for. Like on this stream, he's just switched BPD out with Mania, which he then, you know, later admits isn't even true as well. So it's like he wants people to accept apologies for things he just will not change for, repeat
Yeah.
doing, or is admittedly not sorry for.
He's just copying the lines of the biggest loser this year, Boogie, who lost the cancer situation dramatically. He watched the Boogie cancer stream and he's like, dude, I need to be like that guy.
I'm gonna say it. Boogie's better than him. I'm gonna say it. I think that Boogie is just more, has more to bring to the table.
I've been thinking I had like some sort of personality disorder for a while. And I just used this opportunity, this situation as a way to confirm it in my mind. Do you have IRL friends? Yeah, I do have a bunch of IRL friends.
Do you have IRL friends?
IRL friends?
He ignored it. Then he's like, oh
They're
yeah, I
right that
do.
you have overestimation. Yeah, I do have a bunch of IRL friends. I overestimated my relationship with Nick. It was more of me feeling guilty for how I blew up on him, so I wanted to give him updates in a similar vein to why I followed up with Alex Gekmo, right?
Wait, oh, he remembered he followed up with Alex. He just remembered. Did you see that?
There we go.
He just remembered that guy existed. Oops.
If I didn't blow up at Nick, he wouldn't have known any of this. I have friends way closer than Nick. I can list off about 20 people I'm closer to than Nick.
Whoa, that's a flex. He's flexing now. He's flexing. 20 friends closer than
Wait,
Nick.
hold on. That's 20 people, but does that include family?
I don't think I can list off 20 people I know closer than Nick. I don't think I can do that.
Wait, but does that include family?
That's a good question.
Especially now.
it's like
but I mean, Nick at the
19
time. I'm still
siblings.
close with Nick. Maybe 15, maybe more like 10, honestly. Nick was up there. Maybe 10. But if I include all people, that includes family and friends, then it would be 20. If I'm including just friends, he'd probably be in the... Nick would be in the top 10 of friends if we're going friends only. And no, like siblings.
So for me, like, Nick's at like a good, like, number 8, I would say. I would say Nick's at like a number 8. So, interesting.
Or whatever.
Yeah, he's
Or
at
family members,
48
he
for
definitely
me.
wasn't top 10. Post proof he's not a virgin.
Oh my god. Post proof you're not a virgin and he reads that? With the cope laugh?
But I mean, some things ring true. I mean, Nick is a very smart person, you know. And conclusions he comes to are usually logical or whatever. I just wish he would have more trust in my explanations, but, you know. I'm not really faulting him too much for not having that much trust. I mean, a lot of people don't have trust in me, you know? Even some...
Oh, okay. So before it was like, they all fucking fucked me over. They don't have trust in me anymore. But now it's fine. It's cool.
Nick or Augie.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What the fuck did I just listen to?
Dude, that was an insane unpause.
Here. So I don't really feel any extreme ill will towards Nick or Augie, but
Really? Really?
Paused so hard.
Why?
Dude, he just like had a fucking flashback to his old music days.
Why does he say the N-word in the stream?
why did you lie about recording the call with Lorex? In my head, I didn't lie about anything.
In my head, I didn't
least-
lie.
In my head, I didn't lie about anything.
intentionally. So
No, that,
we got
can
more
you get that a
specific.
clip? Can someone clip that soundbite? In my head, I didn't lie.
Can they also clip him saying the N-word and make it even slower?
Did he get sucked off in the Tesla? No, that was a joke.
Oh my god! He's retconning history that he didn't get sucked off in the Tesla. What the fuck?
Yeah,
lied
I
about
saw
that.
a little bit of
We
like
would never
Tom's like
have known.
bit that he was gonna do through the commentary aids today. And it's like,
Why is he did you get sucked off in a Tesla? No, I actually didn't.
it's funny, but like the conclusions they're coming to about me like trying to flex about being cool, like dude, like I'm openly like myself with like Sonic and Pikmin. I'm not like trying to come off as a badass in any sense of the word. He was like, oh, he's probably lying about the gym in his apartment. No, I go there and run on a treadmill every once in a while. So, I don't know, like that's really like out of all the years I've been online, that's pretty nitpicky to say that I'm like trying to flex or look better than I actually am by like faking that I had sex and went to the gym every week.
Why did he get the gym stuff so far?
Does anyone
why
know
did that
what
hit
he's
him so hard?
Does anyone know what he's
memorized-
talking about here? I've lost track.
No, so we were talking. So I asked him what he did in his spare time. What is he doing to better himself if he's not streaming? And he couldn't give me any answers. I said, you apparently went to the gym once. You do your taxes, and like that's it. Your audience started bullying. Didn't bully you for being fat. So he started talking about that too. And again, like I don't know why this guy is getting mad about a gym comment from me. None of this makes sense. Like the intent wasn't to gym shame him. It was that like he obviously like was lying. He's like, well, I haven't been to the gym in a while because he lives in a house now. He's not in his apartment complex. And he said he went to the gym in his apartment complex, so that wouldn't fit the time frame of where he is currently. That was all it was.
Yeah, I made fun of it. Because I thought Tipster was faking being pan. Dude, being pan, so you don't understand. I have a lot of LGBTQ friends as well. And like, being pan is like basically like the poster child of like getting into LGBTQ without like, you know,
Isn't that what
That's
they said
literally
about
what non-binary is.
Yeah.
Non-binary is literally the poster child for quote-unquote getting into LGBTQ. But there was literally the joke we were making on stream for like a year. Is he like fucking serious? It's all projection with him, isn't it?
It literally really
Yeah, I
is.
do it.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy. Like, if I had to pick one, like, we've joked about this 100 times. I'm non-binary, he, him, male presenting. Give me my benefits now, YouTube.
It just gets worse and fucking worse. Are we finishing the stream, boys? I fucking hate watching this, honestly. We have like
We've been hate watching it for 3 hours, but we can keep hate watching.
we
if you
have
want.
15 minutes left before he starts watching Sonic.
Well, at the end when he watches Sonic, he's like, "What the fuck? You guys don't want to watch Sonic? You just wanted me to do more of this?" And he just angrily gets off.
Just finish it. All right, we're gonna try our hardest not to pause.
I mentioned it to 4 people in private that I didn't think would leak. Augie, who hasn't been online in forever. Connor, who's my editor and I talked to like daily for like months and months while we were working on Twitter versus I trusted him. Nick, who I trusted, and Tommy C, who was probably the most had the most potential to leak it, but was the only one who actually didn't, I think, leak or talk about behind the scenes, except for
The only reason Tommy didn't leak it is he had no recollection this had occurred, and then as soon as he remembered, he looked at it.
You're the only one that leaked it, though, and you didn't even leak it. You didn't even say BPD. When did I leak Bowblax's BPD? When? Citation?
We leaked when he said Destiny is Evil.
I didn't do that.
Oh no, I leaked the BPD thing.
So why is he saying
did I leak the BPD thing?
Why is he saying Tommy C's the only person who didn't leak that?
No, wait,
didn't.
I leaked it after he said he didn't have BPD. I didn't leak that he had BPD. I leaked that he didn't have BPD.
That's fucked up,
Yeah, I leaked
Nick.
that he did not have BPD. Yeah, we didn't do anything wrong.
Why is he acting like, oh, he's the only one that didn't leak? Oh my god, it's just everything. Is there any point in calling out the lies anymore? There's just none. There's no point.
You just said we weren't gonna pause anymore, and we paused immediately.
It's because he says too much fucking crazy shit.
I feel like a lot of this backlash towards me, I would understand hostility towards me more if I said like in a stream or a tweet or whatever about the BPD. Like for example, how I did the how I came out, right? That is worth criticizing. If I did the BPD thing and I did it in the way that I did with the non-binary thing, actually probably could have happened, honestly. It probably could have happened. Then you guys would be right and I do think you are right in criticizing me, but like I feel like the fact that I only told 4 people in private is very, very important to establishing my motive.
The most important thing to establish my motive is the incorrect number of people that I omit the one that doesn't make sense. Like, oh, sorry, we've done.
Being groomed by your don't say that.
You're being groomed by your LGBTQ friends, man. Don't say that, bro. Shit.
Yeah, dude, that's a crazy thing to say about someone who said he was convinced he had BPD by a girlfriend. Look, I mean, if that comes out of nowhere, it's a bit fucking whatever. But like, he literally said he was convinced he had fucking mental disabilities by one person last week. You don't think there's a stretch? You're telling me right now that they hit the lottery down there in Canada, and every single one of these people in close proximity to Bowblax is also going through the exact same thing?
Yeah.
You don't think there's a slight chance that there's a little social thing going on there?
You tried to spin a narrative that you started the recording when he started acting bad. I never said that. I don't know where the fuck that came from.
Look at the comment, just like his diddled sister in his message chat. What the fuck?
That's just disavow. We just don't support that.
Why is that in his chat?
We just don't support that.
That's not our chat. That's not us. That's his devout viewers.
I don't support his chat. It's too far.
Wait, can someone link me where the fuck I said that? Because I had
trying to get away from
said
people
that.
like that.
My chat's way more fucking civilized than that. That's fucked up.
Fuck
I
his chat,
never
bro.
said I started recording. I said I started thinking of showing it to other people halfway through the call. I never said that I didn't. Yeah, no, I did not say that. For 80% of that call, I was not intending to ever use that recording for anything other than maybe listening back to it. Nick was told by other people that you said you started recording when... See, that's the issue. Now you're playing telephone. That's not what I said.
Nick was told by other people that you said you started recording once Lyric started being mean to you, yet you started recording ever since you rang him. That's just true, though.
I literally already said it, Soul Skibbity. It was that disconnect between... I've explained it like 1,000 times. Now you can say that's not worth getting upset over, but to me, it's like you're criticizing me for giving too much of an explanation, but you are the one who needs that explanation, so that critique...
It's not an apology!
I don't know, dude. It like makes sense, but coming from him, man. Nick also did this thing, like, and he did it 3 times, where it's like, he kept saying that, like, in the call where I was talking with him about, like, the King of Nothing H3 thing for the first time, that I said that the reason King of Nothing H3 video was bad was because of his personal issues, when I never said that was the case. I said his personal issues were the reason that he was upset, or he couldn't take the criticism from Tom. But Nick has this tendency of like only half listening or interrupting or whatever, and now that tendency is coming to like bite me in the ass.
You were in the
I
call.
already
He
corrected
literally
him, I
said
think,
that and then corrected himself after. Remember when he was in the call and we were talking about why King of Nothing's video? Because you were like, wait, why would Ethan Klein be fucking going after him? So you started watching the King of Nothing video, and then I started watching the King of Nothing video. And he's like, dude, I know why this video is bad. He's been going through a lot recently. like the
Oh,
dad
yeah.
stuff, that shit. And then I was like, wait, that doesn't make any sense. And then he changes. He goes, well, no, that's not why he did it. That's not why it's bad, like now or whatever, because it didn't make sense. There's no version of that makes sense as to why the video he released yesterday is bad.
Who gives a fuck?
Also, this is a total non-point. It doesn't matter at all.
Who gives a fuck about this fucking stream, bro?
Okay, can I just real fast? Can I share screen?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, here. I'm gonna go. I'm logging in. I just logged into your stream.
Let's be clear here with one thing. You recorded that call immediately, and you lied basically by saying like, oh, I was only gonna start recording him when he started being snaky, but you recorded it from the beginning. Like in the call that you released, we could hear you ringing lyrics at the beginning of the fucking call. So why did you say that?
I recorded the call because he wanted to, after like I explained on my like you know, Twitter about like his misconceptions about the Boo Boss stuff, he wanted to have a follow-up call, and I felt a little weird about having a call of something 4 years old, so I recorded it so I could like look back on it.
Okay,
see
but
how
why
I
would you
felt
think that
about
that's
it,
weird for him to have
So
a
he
call?
just moved right past it. So he said, you lied about it, you recorded the call. And he said, yes. That's what we were referencing the entire time. He said, Augie opened by saying you lied about it. And he said, yes. And there was no pushback until like an hour and a half later when he retroactively didn't want to hold that position any further.
Yeah, literally.
Like that's where it's from. That's totally fucking reasonable that we have that position because he said yes.
Wait, what? He was optics checking me on the non-binary. Okay, dude, if he showed all the DMs, then like...
Oh.
You watch this. This is so bad.
Nice.
He was optics checking me on the non-binary thing, and then he's gonna go show all the DMs where I wasn't doing that. Oh my god. Oh my god.
We were talking about Destiny on the 20th, and then 25 hours later we talk about something that has nothing to do with Destiny. This is me sharing my tweet response to Turkey Tom about the non-binary thing. Just trying to be nice to my fans and tell them ruin the vibe. I don't know, I'm probably being sensitive right now. Seem like aware that I'm kind of like being sensitive. It's not nice considering I was making fans feel validated. I was feeling myself validated, but I mean, that was also happening. This is the Destiny conversation was a day prior. Also, on stream, he was complaining about me sending this thread to him, and I said, literally, okay, so I want to talk about this, because I did see him complain about this thread on stream, right?
You didn't see any of my coverage, by the way.
He was really upset.
Yeah.
But in private, he wasn't upset at all.
He doesn't see your comment where you're like, oh, I get it, man. He doesn't see that as like dismissive or just like, okay, haha, sure. It's not like you had a conversation with him about that thread and you were like, yeah, man, that's a really interesting thing that, you know, you brought up some good points there. You've really made me consider some stuff. It's not like you had like a deep conversation with him about that fucking thread. You were just like, yeah, I get it. Haha.
He's DM'd me 3 times now and I would like him to stop.
You physically wrote, ha ha, as if that doesn't indicate enough how uninterested you are in this entire situation. You're like, ha, yeah, oh.
Yeah, dude,
not
that's
saying
the
you
way
two
to
make
go.
Yeah, if you reply, yeah, cool, man, haha, he thinks that you're deeply invested in the thing you just told him. He doesn't understand that that's just like, you're just dismissing him.
See, I was like hyped because I was like, oh, this is the issue I had with the Boo Boss, but we're past it.
So then if we're past it, why bring it up? Why even talk about it?
No, I get what you mean. So he agreed. But then on stream, he had an issue with this tweet thread. So why didn't he just say, like, I disagree here? Or even later? Or, like, in another call or something?
Why didn't he react instantly?
See, like, I get no indication from Nick that anything's, like, wrong.
Then you didn't consider that, like, hey, you just, like, read me a list of everything you hate about me for, like, the next fucking 48 hours after that occurred? You didn't think to scroll down a little further?
Yeah.
And then, like, how that could have potentially have changed the previous interactions or how they were viewed by me? Really?
Most fucking bullshit ass attempt at manipulating.
I was trying to say vile. Yeah, Destiny's vile.
He's vile, dude.
No, he's Vival.
Vival, dude. He should sell Vival merch.
That's bullshit. What's bullshit?
What? That's bullshit? What?
Nick said that he had an issue with that tweet thread in his stream about me that I heard, and he didn't have an issue in DMs. How's that bullshit? What? I feel like you guys are just making shit up.
I was making
How's that
fun of
bullshit?
him.
What?
You know what the reality of the situation is, Josh? It's like, you ever have a friend who sends you reels and Instagram DMs and you just don't open them?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Josh sent me like a thread of like how autistic people's brains function, and he's not coming to the fact that like I didn't even open it when I first got it, and I just wrote, "That's cool, dude." I mean, he's lucky he got that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, yeah, I went mental and fucked up, but like, what can I do now? I'm like, what the fuck? I don't like what the fuck. Why am I still like? What am I? Oh, vile? No, I meant vile. Wait, that's bullshit. Log off. You guys are mad about me correcting a fucking DM misspelling. Log off. See, you guys take this shit way too seriously. I've been offline for a long time. I'm like, John, I want to get back into making videos. So I have like dumbasses here. They're like fucking making a big deal out of everything. I'm sure this whole member stream can be fucking clipped and posted on Reddit and made a bunch of streams. It's like, man, you guys like, fuck, dude. Like, obviously it's about me, so I'm biased in the regard. But like, how much can you really talk about? I guess I did it with Tipster.
Oh my god. How could you guys care about this so much? I guess I cared about Tipster a lot.
Dude, Tipster's whole community is hype, bro. I see Kel Doge in chat. What's up? What's good? What's good?
Yeah, dude.
Jesus.
It's just
so crazy. This is so
they're just
fucking
like
insane.
witnessing like the biggest fraud ever. It's like
I'm quiet for like 5 days straight and people still talk about it. Like, when can I go back? I was planning a return this fucking month and it got ruined, and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to make content. Ah!
Then make it.
Potentially.
Oh no. No. Why? Dude.
This guy's not making rent, and he's buying very expensive
Lingerie.
thing.
Why, man? Why are you showing everyone this? Why? The fuck is wrong with you?
Nick, can you pay my rent? I need to buy panties.
Ah, that's so fucking weird.
I'm really trying not
He
to do it.
Googled, he
Yeah,
did that to Google the word
yeah,
vindictive. I think nobody's highlighting that enough, that he accidentally leaked his Victoria's Secret history because he had to Google define the word
So, vindictive means having or showing a strong or unreasoning desire for revenge. How am I vindictive? How? How? I don't get it. Fuck this. Fuck you. Ah, fuck you guys. How? I don't get it. So, you're buying Victoria's Secret.